everybody, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Gabby if you haven't met me. Hi, how are ya? If you've been following my Gabby Gets a Life series, you will know that I have been trying to transform my life from one of chaos and imminent doom into a life that sets me up to be the best Gabby I can possibly be. This month I've only been working on my morning routine, and since I finally have it down, I cannot wait to show it to you. So don't forget to subscribe, and let's get started. My morning routine starts the last 10 minutes before I go to bed because in order for me to wake up at 6 a.m. every day, I have to get rid of any personal anxieties I have around waking up. And for me, that includes things like waking up to a day that didn't feel like a new one, but an overflow of the day before. I needed to make the decision to go to sleep instead of fall asleep. I hated waking up to a noisy, unpleasant alarm clock. And overall, I just needed to change what waking up means to me. It seems like once I tackled those demons, everything else seems to just flow. The first thing I do to set up myself for a great morning is tidy up my house the night before. I take 5 minutes to fold things, sweep things, wipe things. This way I wake up to a clean slate, literally. I don't feel like it's an overflow of the day before. I don't feel like I have to tackle yesterday's problems before I can even start today's, and that's really helped. Another thing I've been doing this month is making the decision to go to sleep, not fall asleep. And there's a difference. The difference between going to sleep and falling asleep is the ability to let go. Letting go of the idea that maybe today you didn't get everything that you wanted to get done. For some people it's really easy. For me, not so much. Every night before this routine, I used to take my work up into bed with me and fall asleep with my face in whatever it was that I was working on. And every single morning, I used to wake up to feelings of shame and guilt and failure immediately, like within the 10 seconds of opening my eyes. That's my first feeling. And that's not natural. That's not natural at all. Something I do almost every night before I go to bed is fill out my morning sidekick journal. And I love this thing. I think I showed it to you guys in my last morning video because I was just starting the journal, but now I'm in phase, insert phase here because I don't remember it because it's in my backpack and not in my hands right now. I'm in a phase. I'm in a phase. Aren't we all in a phase? This is the Morning Sidekick Journal by Habit Nest, and it's a journal that's meant to help you develop habits and a morning routine that you feel comfortable sticking with. Every night I track when I want to go to bed and when I want to wake up, and I write down 5 goals that I want to accomplish during my morning routine. And it's important to realize that these 5 goals don't have that much to do with work, but the morning routine, instead of it being about work, is just about what it would be like to craft the perfect start to your day. The last thing I do before I go to bed, and yes, I realize that I have not started the actual morning in this morning routine video yet, but give me a minute, is set up my coffee maker. Let me explain it this way. Before this new routine, every morning I would wake up to the sound of an alarm clock. Go, 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 get up right now. You have work to do. You have things to accomplish. You're a failure. You have to stay up, otherwise you're a failure. Fail, 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 go, go, go. It didn't matter where I would put the alarm clock. It was too harsh. Even if I put the alarm clock in the bathroom, I would get up out of bed, I would walk to the alarm clock, I would turn it off, and then I would either sleep on the floor, in the kitchen, in the oven, or in the couch. It doesn't matter where. I would make the decision to just ignore it completely. With the coffee maker, I can set it the night before to start brewing at 6 a.m. and then my alarm goes off at 6:15. So now instead of waking up to some horrible noise that I associate too many meanings to, I'm waking up through a different sense. I'm waking up through smell, and I'm waking up to something warm and nutty and smoky and delicious. And something else it does is it makes me feel like something has been accomplished before I even wake up. Something is being prepared for me. It's an invitation to arise from bed. It has been the most comforting, beautiful thing I could have ever done for my morning routine. And now, instead of me waking up with the first thoughts and emotions running through my head being failure, guilt, shame, now my only thought is, I should get out of bed because if not, the coffee's gonna get cold. Every morning, part of my routine is to drink water, coffee, and read. Around around 7 a.m. is when I'm finally ready for breakfast. It's either three things. It's either bacon and eggs, yogurt and granola, or insert random selection wild card here. While I'm eating breakfast, I think this is the perfect time to do something sophisticated and watch cartoons. I think watching cartoons in the morning instead of like scrolling through social media or watching YouTube or watching really anything created by normal hands is just a great way to stay whimsical, stay magical, and keep your head in the clouds, because you know that sometimes when you go outside, the world tries so hard to get you out of them. Recently, I've been watching Adventure Time, Courage the Cowardly Dog, Invader Zim, and also the Koala Brothers are my everything. The Koala Brothers are divine. I mean, I know it's a cartoon for 4-year-olds, but they are just... Around 7:30, when this is all done, I try to make some time for creativity, and that can be anything from drawing in my sketchbook, working on a painting, editing a video. As long as I'm doing something to spark my artistic side in the morning, I feel pretty good the rest of the day. At 8 a.m., the community center close to my house opens up, and I love going to the community garden as many times a week as I can. If you saw my first Gabby Gets a Life episode, you'll know that I joined the community garden, and update, my seeds are growing! I love spending time in the garden or just spending time outside in the park, because honestly, nothing helps my mood more than sunlight. And I'm learning so much about the way things grow. Did you know that these beautiful purple flowers grow from green onions? Did you know that flowers grow on almost everything that we eat? Because I didn't know that. The last part of my morning routine usually starts around 9, and that's around the time that I just get ready for work. So between 9 and 9:30, I'm doing my makeup, I get dressed, I make my lunch. Around 9:30, I'm finally ready to go out the door to head to work. And I feel really good knowing that my morning was mine. I think it's so important to figure out what matters most to you and find time in your morning to do those things. Whatever it is that you think is the best thing to set yourself up with for the day, do that thing. You deserve that thing. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave me a comment down below and tell me what your morning routine is like or what you would like it to look like. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye!